So I want to take the time to welcome everyone to the MyEcon webinar. As always, it's my honor and privilege to be the one that presents this fantastic information. MyEcon, for the past 14 years, has been committed to serving its associates, thousands of them, individuals and families from all across the country, with the highest of quality form of education, empower them with the knowledge and tools they need to have a positive impact, on their families, instilling the daily habits and a plan to execute to deliver them to personal financial success. So MyEcon, as it shows in this slide, is the personal financial success company. And one of the things that we're going to cover and go over that I think that you're going to find very, very rewarding is that we're going to talk about how MyEcon, over the past 14 years, and the recent years really, have been able to empower its associates to literally crush it with these new Trump tax laws. So it's always important to be aware and to get every advantage you possibly can to control your cash flow, and taxes are a major part of that. And cash flow, as you'll see as we go on, is so very important because it's important for us building our retirement accounts, our 401ks, 403bs, TSPs, taking care of our families, eliminating debt, buying, building, and growing income-producing assets. All of those things which are very important components of obtaining personal financial success. MyEcon itself is a 14-year-old debt-free, technology-driven company based in Atlanta, Georgia, and to date has empowered its associates to increase their cash flow in excess of $450 million. Now, our company's mission is very profound but simple, and it's empowering individuals and families with the knowledge and tools they need to obtain personal financial success, which is simply having enough cash flow to support one's lifestyle during, one, their working years, and two, during our retirement years. Now, one, during our working years, the income typically comes from us applying our time, our knowledge, our expertise, our skills and labor that we've obtained on a job or a business in exchange for some dollars. But what's important to realize during that first phase is that we are required to provide the time and knowledge, education, leadership to get those dollars. If we don't work, we don't get paid. And that's whether it's in a job or in a business where we have to go in to get that revenue. Now, none of us, I don't believe, I know I sure didn't, signed up for this job thing with the intent to work for the rest of our adult lives. So at some point, we had an exit strategy in mind. In other words, how can we stop working but still have enough cash flow coming in to be able to maintain or even improve the quality of life that we set aside for ourselves and our family? Now, that's the important factor of the second phase. See, the second phase is for us to continue living a fruitful life with our families, but no longer having to work. But the income has to come from somewhere. So during the second phase, the income comes from assets that we've built, that we've purchased, built, and grown during the course of our working years. What type of assets? Assets like stocks, bonds, retirement accounts, your 401ks, 403bs, your TSPs, real estate portfolios, investment portfolios, residual-based businesses. All those things, again, we have to buy, build, and grow in order to take care of us during that second phase. Now, one of the things that we're very proud of here in the United States is that we're a very highly educated and skilled society. And we're all for education. In fact, we take it a step further. We believe not only is education important, but specific education, education as it pertains to financial literacy and entrepreneurship, is essential when it comes to successfully reaching that second objective. See, unfortunately, 96% of the American working force fail to reach that second objective. In other words, throughout their entire working career, no matter what end of the spectrum they're on, as far as income, they've been unable to buy, build, and grow enough income-producing assets to replace them as the breadwinner. And there are several reasons behind that. First being education specific to finance and money and taxes. But others, there's some obstacles working against us that we weren't educated on growing up, that we weren't privy to and around growing up. consistently in the household, middle school, high school, and all through college. And then into our working years. So as a result, those what I call cash flow killers wreaked havoc on our cash flow. Let's take a look at some of those cash flow killers or those obstacles to financial success. Now, the first one is high taxes. See, let me ask you this. Is there anything that you found more frustrating than that helpless feeling you get after working your butt off for 1 week or 2 weeks at a time, and then you get your paycheck only to find that a third of your hard-earned money is gone due to taxes? Money that you could have used to take care of your family. Money that you could have used to help build your retirement account to take care of you down the road. Money you could have used to pay down debt. Money you could have used for anything but just to have it taken away. A third of it at that. So the first thing we do is we help address 1/3 of your cash flow that's taken away in the form of taxes. Because if it's taken away in the form of taxes, then you don't have it at your disposal to buy, build, and grow those income-producing assets throughout your working career. Next is poor credit. Now, there's nothing sexy and exciting about credit, but the most important thing I want to leave you with and want you to understand about credit is this. It's the gatekeeper to your borrowing costs. The higher your credit score, the lower your borrowing costs, whether you're borrowing for a mortgage, a car note, or the privilege to use credit cards or business loans. Now, the lower the score, the higher the interest rate. So it's imperative that in order to keep as much as your cash flow, that you get the highest credit score as possible. We're going to help you with that as well. The third obstacle to financial success is too much debt. And it's not because people can't pay their debt off. People are paying it month after time, month after month after month. You know, they say that the average household has about $16,000 of credit card debt. Well, the problem with that is it usually takes them about 15 years to pay off that $16,000 worth of debt. But it cost them $100,000 to pay off that $16,000 of debt. So in other words, a significant amount of their paycheck, cash flow, has to go towards servicing that debt. So we want to get rid of that debt as fast as possible so those dollars that are being used to service that debt gets put back into our financial budget, our financial strategy that we're using to buy, build, and grow those income-producing assets so we can be free. Fourth is inadequate investing and savings. Really, the first three obstacles take up so much of our cash flow that there's really not enough money there to be able to invest to build a substantial enough retirement account where the interest off of the loan takes care of you for the rest of your adult lives. Now, that's not the only reason. The only fault is not just those first three obstacles. It's also understanding finance and money. Unless your degree work was specific to finance and money investments, most Americans don't understand the language of money. What's a stock? What's a bond? What's a mutual fund? What's dollar cost averaging? What's commodities? What is the things that they need to know so they can be a successful investor to accumulate enough to multiply their money enough so that interest off of the loan takes care of you during that second phase. Last but not least is limited income and inflation. We never ever heard our parents talking about the impact of inflation on their money, the things they do to counter inflation. We didn't learn about it in middle school, high school, or even in college. So, of course, going into our working career and our working lives, we aren't very familiar with the impact of inflation. In other words, the cost of living. See, each year the cost of living goes up about 3 to 4%. So the cost of groceries, the cost of gasoline, the cost of entertainment, the cost of travel, the cost of taking care of yourself and your family rises about 3 to 4% a year. But unfortunately, tens of millions of Americans go 3 years, 5 years, 10 years on a job without getting a pay raise. That means each year when the cost of living goes up 3 to 4%, that's 3 to 4% more of your paycheck that has to go toward cost of living. That means that's 3 to 4% less that's going to buy, build, and grow those income-producing assets that allow you to sail on into that second phase and no longer have to work anymore. So we have to have a solution in place to counter these 5 obstacles. Now, most aren't taught a solution, nor are they even aware of these obstacles. So we have a solution. a two-part solution. First, it's more cash flow, and second, smart financial strategies. And we combine these two together and work them simultaneously. Now, there's two ways that we address the cash flow. First is we have a membership, an income-shifting membership. We are the only company in the entire United States that approaches this problem this way. The only company with a membership that its component is specifically and solely focused on putting more cash flow into your household, into your financial strategy. Next is earning business income, but not just a couple $100s a month. No, we're talking about massive business income, thousands of dollars of additional business income on a weekly basis. So the first thing, or one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to shift your understanding or paradigm as it pertains to the growth of money and how fast money and wealth is grown with respect to business. See, it's hard for someone to understand a person making $100,000 a month in business when we have a paradigm that's associated with exchanging our hours for dollars. But if you can understand this scenario, if Apple on Friday in 2 days, the 5th, decide they were going to launch the iPhone 15, it doesn't take a very imaginative person to believe that on that one day, Apple would sell 1 million iPhone 15s worldwide. And if they priced it at $1,000 each, that means in a 24-hour period, that one day, they would have generated $1 billion of revenue. That means $1 billion of wealth just got shifted. $1 billion of cash flow just got shifted to Apple in a 24-hour period. So when you understand that business grows and cash flow and wealth is exchanged and that fast in mass amounts, then understanding we're trying to help people, and we've been helping people build a part-time and full-time income of thousands of dollars a week, tens of thousands of dollars on a monthly basis, then you look at what we're talking about differently. Now, let's talk a little bit about our income-shifting membership. The first cash flow strategy specifically addresses taxes, that cash flow kill that steals a third of your income. See, according to the IRS, 100 million working Americans, 80% of the workforce, unfortunately have a form called the W-4 filled out incorrectly. Now, this form is given to us so that we can complete the form to instruct our employers of how much taxes, federal income taxes, to withhold from our paycheck. So depending on how we fill this form out determines how much they withhold. In other words, how much of our tax dollars we keep or how much of our tax dollars we send to the IRS. So the first thing we do is we help our associates address this form correctly. Multiple worksheets on this form. The end result is we help our associates typically increase their take-home pay from their job without overtime, without part-time jobs, without asking their employer, in the amount of $200 to $800 a month. Increasing their cash flow, give them more cash flow to buy, build, and grow those income-producing assets to take them into that second phase. Next is building credit. So you remember, credit is a big issue. Nothing sexy and exciting about it, but it's the gatekeeper to our borrowing costs. Now, unfortunately, 68 million Americans have poor credit. So we're the firm believers that it's better to teach a man or woman how to fish than to give them fish. So no, we don't repair your credit for you. Instead, we give you a 12-module, 26-volume system which represents the blueprint from A to Z to how to repair, build, and maintain good credit yourself. So now, you're now empowered with this knowledge and tools to be able to improve your credit yourself, but more important than that, you now can teach your children from a young age on so it becomes just common knowledge for them, a way of life for them. Your nieces, your nephews, your circle. You can now empower others because you have this knowledge. Next is eliminating debt. You remember, the more debt you have, the more your paycheck has to go to service that debt. So one of the important things that we've done is we provided more cash flow first so you can help rapidly eliminate that debt. But most people don't know how to do that in a systematic way. So in our system, what we provide in our membership here is a debt elimination software and a training and strategy on how to structure those debts so that you can knock them out most efficiently to get 100% debt-free as fast as possible, again, returning that cash flow back into your financial strategy and plan to help you buy, build, and grow those income-producing assets. We're back on taxes again. There are two tax codes, one for the employee and one for the business owner. You have to master both. You have to gain advantage from both tax codes. So, what we do, what we understand is this, is that business owners have access to more deductions than employees alone. But employees get to gain the benefit of both tax laws because you can be a part-time entrepreneur and still gain full benefit of all those second tax laws in the Texas tax code. Now, we provide an online educational system that focuses, yes, on financial literacy and entrepreneurship, but because we deliver it, our membership through a web-based business, you're now an entrepreneur simultaneously. So we now show you how, starting at least with 6 common deductions, money that you're already spending as a part of your lifestyle, how to shift those expenses into business deductions. You have car and truck expenses. See, many of you are going to drive to barbecues tomorrow. Well, guess what? If you take action tonight, 58 cents a mile can become tax deductible. So car and truck expenses. Many of you have cell phone, internet access. We're going to show you how to make a percentage of that tax deductible. You travel, especially here during the summer. We're going to show you how to position and schedule that and book that travel and document travel in a way that it becomes tax deductible. You have children that you take care of. Well, businesses are allowed to have employees. Well, the IRS says we want more parents and more people to be in business. So we're going to give parents the ability to hire their children to help them in the business. And we're going to give them deductions as a reward for doing that. So you get to write off the wages that you pay your children. And as long as they don't make more than the standard deduction, then guess what? They pay no taxes on that money. And you can use those same monies, that same money you pay them for wages, to pay for their daycare, to pay for their camps, to pay for their clothes, to pay for their food, all those things you're spending money on it anyway. So we give you a software called the Cash Flow Manager app to help track all these expenses, your income, expenses, GPS movement of your vehicle, to take digital imaging of your receipts, keep everything, bulletproof record keeping to now help you be more efficient as an entrepreneur. And it's very simple. We help you with simple habits that you do daily that allow you to be successful. The last one is investment education, understanding the language of money. What's a stock? What's a bond? What's a commodity? The terminology, the strategies, understanding ROI, return on your investment. Where do you put your money to give you the best return? So how do you evaluate an investment to determine whether it's going to give you the best rate of return? Also, in addition to that, the importance of owning a piece of America. See, if you own a piece of a company, now anytime anyone from anywhere in the world buys a product or service from that company, it makes you and your family money. So again, these 5 cash flow strategies are paramount in shifting valuable dollars back into your household. They're paramount in giving you smart cash flow strategies to help you win against those obstacles and move forward into winning in the financial game. Now, this product, this income shifting membership and the knowledge business with respect to finance is the #1 trend in America today. But we don't put all of our eggs in one basket. We teach our associates through this same opportunity how to be diversified, how to have multiple income streams. So from this same website that they get, that they're marketing our membership from, we also get to market products and services from multiple billion and trillion-dollar industries. One such industry is the cashback mall industry, the online shopping industry. So all of our associates via their website has a cashback mall where we have contracts with over 1,000 companies, many of those companies household names, Walmart, Macy's, Best Buy, BrandsMart. And now our customers, we simply direct them to our website. They shop from many of these companies that they already know and already shopping from anyway, but because they enter those websites via ours, those companies are going to give them cash back. And guess what? You know people shop 24 hours a day, 7 days a week online. That means our associates have the ability to earn commissions 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to include when they're sleeping. Next, the $1 trillion online travel industry. So guess what? No one's calling any of our associates asking them what's the ticket prices like going to Acapulco or to Philadelphia or hotel prices like in Miami. No, they use Priceline and these other vendors the way they've always done, except they access it through our websites. So they get the same value and customer support and end results that they're accustomed to getting, and they shop 24 hours a day, 7 days a week like they've always done, except we get commission 24 hours a day, 7 days a week while they do that. Next industry is ID theft protection. Why? Because every 6 seconds someone's ID is stolen. So ID theft protection, just like auto insurance and life insurance, is a layer of protection that people are opting to use. So now they can get that layer of protection through any of our associates' websites. There's videos explaining it. There's writing explaining it. They get everything they need from the site. The wellness industry, multi-billion-dollar industry, whether it's healthy beverages or supplements, they can go read about it. They can watch a video on it. They get free shipping. So we have the highest quality products, and they can go and get them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, have them shipped to them for free. Again, we get to make money 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, no fulfillment, no stockpiling, no advancing monies to then upsell. Lastly, for today, but we have dozens of other products and services, is roadside assistance, another billion-dollar industry. There is an absolute need for it. So our website represents a one-stop shop to take care of multiple needs for our clients and our customers. And because we're able to, one, provide a membership that helps them out financially and provide a venue where they can consume all in one atmosphere, guess what? In one site, that means it represents a tremendous earning potential. Let's take a look at our earning potential. See, we have a world-class compensation plan, and we literally have the fastest and most lucrative pay system in the industry today, bar none. See, our memberships are so simple and very easy to enroll people in because of the value, because of the needs that it addresses, especially the need for specific knowledge as it pertains to financial literacy and entrepreneurship. So an individual can earn up to $115 personally every time they enroll someone into the membership. Enroll one person this week, get paid $115 next week. Enroll 10 people this week, get paid $1,150 next week in commissions. But our compensation plan has some magic. See, if you think about Mark Zuckerberg didn't become a multi-billionaire so fast because he only earned income off of his efforts alone. No. He earned the vast majority of his income off the efforts of many. See, J. Paul Getty said he'd rather earn 1% off the efforts of 100 people than 100% of his own. So guess what? That new person that you enrolled into the membership that you earned $150 commission on, well, when they enroll someone, you can earn up to $105. So $115 on what you do, and up to $105 on what someone else on your team does. So there's tremendous amount of income and revenue potential there. So we literally have associates making an extra $50 a week to thousands of dollars a week. But guess what? We also teach our associates how to get paid the same way your cellular company does, your utility company does, Netflix does. In other words, they get a customer one time, and then they have the ability to earn commission month after month after month. So as people renew their memberships, you get to earn up to $8 a month residual income on every active membership. So you have significant revenue upfront as well as residual-based income. Let me give you a scenario. Now, here's a disclaimer. Not everyone earns the same. Not everyone earns the same in corporate America. Not everyone earns the same in business. Not everyone earns the same in MyEcon, even though the same opportunity exists. So we have associates that are earning at all of these levels I'm about to show you right here, but that's not to say that's what you're going to make, nor are you limited to making only that amount. But as your business starts to grow, whether you're marketing online or offline or a combination of both, and as you start sharing and enrolling people an extra 20 memberships a week, that would pay up to $2,100 a week commission. A year of that type of growth, you'd have over 1,000 active memberships renewing every single month, earning you up to $8,000 a month residual income. Now, I said after a year of growth. Suppose it took 5 years. We know people that have been working 20, 25, 30 years that if they stop working today, they would not have anywhere close to $8,000 a month residual income coming in. It's because how you're earning your money. You're exchanging a linear system to a leverage system. Now, as your business grows 100 new memberships on a weekly basis, that's going to take your weekly income up in excess of $10,000 a week. Still a drop in the bucket compared to $1 billion in a single day. That type of growth is going to grow your business to where you have 5,000 active memberships renewing every single month, earning up to $40,000 a month residual income. Now we're starting to talk. Now some more magic starts. Your business starts maturing a little bit. You're growing at about 250 new memberships a week. That's going to pay you in excess of $26,000 on a weekly basis. Sounds like that's a lot, but it's not. $1 billion a day, that's a lot. Now, over the year, your business has grown to where you got about 12,500 active memberships, renewing every single month. And that would earn you up to $100,000 a month. Now, that's a serious income. That's life-changing income. See, we're not talking about earning an extra $200 a month. We're talking about earning tens of thousands or $100,000 a month to truly be able to change your life and to build a legacy. So not only as your organization is growing and memberships are being enrolled, but you also remember people are buying from your website, buying from your team's website. So 60% of retail sales are commissionable from those that buy from your website, 35% from your team's website. So you get upfront weekly commission and compounded residual income. So needless to say that with the value that we provide, the knowledge and tools that we provide, the mentorship and support and the earning potential, life-changing income potential that we provide, it's a slam dunk, a no-brainer. So all you really need to do right now, all you need to do is get back with the person that invited you to the call or to the webinar. They're going to take you on a tour of their website, let you understand all the things that come along with it, front office, back office. And then they're going to have you get enrolled, and they're going to set you up with a personalized full e-commerce website with hosting that if you were to do that outside of our company, privately on your own, it will cost in excess of $1,500. You're going to get included with our world-class business system, our income shifting membership, which you know the first thing we address is correcting tax withholding. That alone there is a minimum of a $450 value. Next, our My Credit system. It's the blueprint. It's the step-by-step to repair, build, and maintain great credit. That's a $149 value. Our Cash Flow Manager app, again, addressing taxes, giving you a tool to capture income, expenses, digital imaging of your receipts, as well as GPS movement of your vehicle. A $297 value. Let's not forget our debt elimination software, how to systematically, rapidly eliminate that debt. Another $297 value. Paramount that we learn specifics about finance and money. So our investment education is really priceless, but I put a $497 value there. That's literally over a $3,190 value, but today, take action today, you can get it for a one-time $99.95. And then after 30 days, it's just $34.95 to keep all the software, all the tools, all the support, your website, the merchant accounts, your business active. That's about $1.16 a day. And guess what? Not only is the $99.95 tax deductible, but so is the $34.95 or the $1.16 a day. Now let me tell you how insignificant that $1.16 is. If you don't take action, tomorrow, when you go to the barbecue or to the outings that you're going to go to, because the mileage deduction for business is 58 cents a mile, every 2 miles, I want you to stop and throw a dollar bill out the window and say, I owe you 16 cents. Get moving again, stop every 2 miles, throw a dollar bill out the window and say, I owe you 16 cents. Because you will be losing a $1.16 deduction every 2 miles. Or the alternative is take action, get enrolled tonight. Yes, it's going to require some sacrifice, but no more sacrifice than you can handle. But just think, you have some goals that you have in your mind that you want to reach for you and your family. So I want to leave you with this. If you don't make a sacrifice for what you want may just be the sacrifice. Don't sacrifice your legacy, freedom, financial independence. Take action tonight. Get started tonight. Thank you for your time, and I appreciate it. You all take care. God bless.